Hi, hello friends, welcome to English with Mr. Nambi. In this video, we are going to learn about Class 9th Unit 7 Supplementary, The Christmas Truce, written by Aaron Shepard. The author Aaron Shepard is an award-winning author and he is famous for retelling folk tales and traditional literature, and he is honored by American Library Association, National Council for Social Studies, American Folklore Society, New York Public Library, and Bank Street College of Education. The setting of the story is World War I, in which British soldier write a letter to his sister about Christmas celebration in the war field, and it describes about British and German soldiers who were in the war field. Come on, friends, let's look into the summary of the supplementary The Christmas Truce written by Aaron Shepard. The letter is written on a Christmas day in 1914, in which the British soldier is writing a letter to his sister, and the name of the sister is Janet. He begins the letter by stating that it was 2 a.m. in the morning, and at this time he was writing a letter where other soldiers were sleeping in the dugouts. Dugouts is a place where the soldiers used to hide themselves. The soldier states that the events takes place in the war field is like a fairy tale. He described that at this time their family will be celebrating Christmas in London by singing carols in the church, and he is also celebrating the Christmas along with his enemy soldiers. He started to describe about the first battle, and he says that most of the soldiers have lost their life and the British soldiers waited for the replacement of the soldiers. They waited in the trenches and it is a terrible waiting for them because the enemy might explode the place with their snipers. And it was raining outside the place and the soldiers has to bail the water with pot and pan, and their boots were completely muddy, and a new soldier who arrived for the battle was stuck in the mud, and even the German soldiers faced the same, who is the enemy of the British soldiers. The first trench of the enemy soldiers was 50-yard distance, and between them there was no man's land which was bordered with the wires on both sides. The British soldiers hated the German soldiers when they killed their friends, and he started to describe about the day before the Christmas Eve, and he said that the weather was pleasant. They had a good breeze and there was cold mud frost and there was a bright sun, which is the perfect weather for Christmas celebration. And during the day there was shelling and rifle fire, and as it became dark they stopped the firing. After that the entire place is in silence, and it is the first silence in the month. Even though they stopped firing, they can't declare as a holiday because the enemy soldiers may attack them at any time. And the British soldier went to the dugout to rest and he fell asleep in the cot. While he fell asleep, his friend John woke him up to show the Germans. The Germans decorated with a cluster of lights, lantern, candles, and Christmas trees in front of their trenches. Then the soldier heard German singing Still Nacht, Heilige Nacht song. John translated the song as Silent Night and Holy Night, and there was a quarter moon. British applauded Germans and they sing another song, the first novel, The Angel Did Say. And the Germans applauded the British soldiers. And the Germans sang, O Tannenbaum, O Tannenbaum. And the British sang, O come all ye faithful. And all joined together and sing a song in a Latin named Adasti Fideles. A German soldier came to no man's land and calls, English, come here. And utters, you no shoot, we no shoot. Everyone looked in a confused way, and later two German soldiers climbed on the barbed wire. On seeing that, one of the British soldiers lifted the rifle, and the captain commanded to hold, and he went to meet the German. After returning, the British captain announced that there will be no shooting before tomorrow midnight, but he advises them to be alert. First, two or three men came forward, and in no man's lands there were hundreds of soldiers within minutes. And now the soldiers shake their hands, but before they were trying to kill each other in the battlefield. The British soldiers were in khaki and the Germans were in grey, and they were well dressed for their holidays. Only few British soldiers knew German, but most of the Germans know English because most of them worked in England. One of the soldiers worked as a hotel waiter in Hotel Cecil, and another German soldier worked as a porter in Victoria Station. The German soldier showed his family picture who were in Munich, and he gave the piece of address to meet his family. The soldiers exchanged gifts, tea, coffee, meat, badges, buttons, spiked helmet, and jackknife. They all together sang song around the fire named Auld Lang Syne. And then everyone separated with promises to meet again, and some discussed even about the football match. Old German soldier hold the British soldier's hand and asked, "Why shall we have peace and go home?" The British soldier replied that he should ask from his emperor. But the old German soldier uttered him to ask his heart. Finally, the British soldier asked his sister whether in history there was such a Christmas celebration. He utters that those soldiers are decent fellows, but they follow orders like us, and we are here to stop their army. And the British soldier advises that disputes may arise and leaders should speak for peace and not to warn. He also utters that instead of insult there should be songs, and instead of reprisals there should be gifts, so war will came to an end. The British soldiers attest that we as a soldier expect peace in this Christmas morning, and he concluded the letter by describing his name as Tom. To this, the author concludes the story about the soldier. Thank you so much, friends, for watching.